Hello and welcome to another episode of Circle of Light Movement. I'm Lucy Brand.
Hello everyone, and I'm Natasha Harris, and we're delighted to be live here again as we are every week at 12 p.m. on Fridays. Just giving you some top tips, some helpful hints around creating and standing more in the light and joining the Circle of Light.
Yes, so we want to enable you and support you in creating the life, the business, or the career that you desire. So each week, as Natasha said, we go live at 12 o'clock on a Friday to help you do just that and call in the new paradigm or the new earth, which is what we like to talk about a lot, and not just on these lives, but in the Circle of Light movement too. If you are watching us live, then please do reach out. Please do put some comments in or give us a little heart if you're enjoying it. And also let us know where you're watching from, because we do like to see where all of our friends and people that are watching from. And if you're watching the replay, then please hashtag replay. And if you have any questions, then please let us know, because we are more than happy to answer them. We'll come back if we can't do them on the live. So today we're super excited to be talking about, are you dropping the ball?
Some of us may be feeling like we're dropping the ball a little bit right now and at the moment. Lucy and I were just discussing about how we kind of dropped the ball a little bit on a couple of little things, and realizing that, I know that with some of my clients, they feel a little bit like that as well. So we thought we'd talk into this a little bit and just to give you some guidance, some tips, some tools. And we're going to draw on the wisdom of the Faerie cards today, which I'm really excited about as well.
Yes, exactly. I've had an amazing week, and I think Natasha has too, but it has meant that I have dropped the ball on a couple of other things. And as we were speaking about this, we really wanted to share that if you are dropping the ball too in certain areas of your life, we'll go a bit more into that in a minute, then you are not alone. You're definitely not alone at the moment. And if you are dropping the ball, then please let us know in the comments wherever you're dropping the ball at the moment, and if you feel that you are.
Yeah, absolutely. Let us know, because I just had a bit of a laugh about something that I dropped the ball a bit on this morning, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But if you're watching the replay, do type hashtag replay. If you're watching live, give us some hearts and some loves, as Lucy said, and just let us know where you are right now and what's going on for you.
Exactly. So we really want to talk about dropping the ball, and what does it mean? What does it really mean? So what it means is, at this time, we are going through big huges and changes, not just on ourselves, but on the planet too. Yeah. So astrologically speaking, if we look at, we've just about 2 weeks ago, we had a new moon in Scorpio, which is all about money, sex, love, and death. All the topics no one wants to talk about, the taboo topics.
Yes, we love talking about them, don't we?
We do love talking about it. And it's kind of known as the shadow work. And for me, that gets me really excited. I think Natasha's the same, because when you bring the shadow into the light, as we love to do, dancing in the light, circle of light movement, then you can really truly heal, but heal on a deep level. Scorpio is a deep sign. It's none of the surface level stuff. And if you want true lasting transformation, we have to go deep. So that was about 2 weeks ago, and I don't know about you, but I really felt the shifts. And then we had a full moon in Gemini on Monday, which has just given momentum. It's really picked up. So how this might look is, you might have decided, it started about April last year in 2019, where you decided that either things weren't working for you or you just didn't like your life. That was it. And you'd had enough of the stress, of the struggle, of the hardship, of it not working. And so we started to put things in place in April 29, but it's been a struggle. And then we've had COVID, and so everything's gone a bit wibbly. But that turning point was the Scorpio new moon 2 weeks ago, and I'm sure you felt like that. And this shifting, what's going on the planet right now, is that we are shifting into the new paradigm, shifting into the new earth, which we speak a lot about, where we're moving from patriarchy, hierarchy, competition. I like to think of it the old paradigm is the 80s, really, with the big shoulder hats and the competition and the what can I get? Exactly. And we're moving into the age of Aquarius, new paradigm, new earth, which is all about love, unity and collaborations. It's about equality. So if we're going from those two different paradigms, it's going to get wiggly in the middle, not just for you, but the planet as well, as we are seeing right now.
They're so far. Oh, sorry, Lucy. They're so far apart, aren't they? It's just like when you think about what the old paradigm is and what we want to move into. I mean, they're just so polar opposites, and like this chaos that we're feeling in the middle. What I was talking about before is like this vibrational chaos. It's just like this kind of like we don't know where we're coming and going, and so we can see that reflected in absolutely everything right now. We don't really know where we are. We don't really know what choices we need to make or want to make for the better. This is being rippled out and shown and reflected back all across the globe, but also for ourselves, you know, as we go through a shift, like we go through a transition from one thing to another, we're going through a physical vibrational shift. It's on a physical cellular level. Everything about our frequency and our vibration is changing, and that feels a bit chaotic. It's like, what on earth is going on here? It certainly feels uncomfortable, certainly feels challenging, but as Lucy said, you know, this is the work that we do. Is like we bring the light into that. We stand from a point of where we're going and where we want to be, and this love, this light, this compassion, this powerful leadership, and this of self and others. But you know, when we stand in that, the chaos, the icky kind of stuff starts to fall away a little bit more, and that is really, really powerful and profoundly deep transformation.
Exactly. So when you've got all that going on and the chaos in the world, I don't know about you, but I've found that when I've gone to make my chai tea, I've let the milk overspill. I've lost my keys. I've forgotten my glasses somewhere. I went to go and pay for my groceries and I'd left my wallet in the boot of my car. I had to leave the checkout and the queue was really long as well. So there's all these things where I'm dropping the ball, but I just come back to knowing, and this is the piece that I really want to support you with, is that come back to knowing that it's okay. It's okay, because you on a personal level are going through a vibrational shift. You can't not at this moment in time, like it's actually impossible. Because the planet is going through it and you are going through it at the same time. So if you are forgetting things, if you are dropping the ball, it's actually a sign that there's huge transformation and shifts going on in the inside of you. And when that happens, when things are going on in the inside, it's quite difficult to keep an eye on what's going on in this 3D reality.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a really interesting, isn't it? Because, you know, as we go through this shift and we kind of drop the ball, which is to be expected, it is to be it's understandable. You know, I went out for a little walk earlier with my partner, and as we left the front door and like before we closed the front door, he says, "Have you got the keys?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've got the keys." Went out for a little walk, came back, got to the front of the house, and I'm like, "I don't have my keys." He's like, I asked you. I was like, "Yeah, I remember you asking me." I thought I had them. So yeah, a little bit of genius, kind of like little thing that had to go on there to get back in the house, but you know, all was okay. But it's just like, oh wow, how did I totally was thinking to myself, do I have my keys, and didn't have them and walked out the house and locked ourselves out. But anyway, but like holding this stuff lightly. I mean, this is stuff I used to give myself a really hard time for, you know, like how could I be so stupid? Like the mind chatter that goes on, you know, you're an idiot. Like, how did you do that? And like, that's all old stuff. That's beating ourselves up. That's doing it really in the old ways of like, what, we have to get it 100% right, everything has to be perfect, we can't get anything wrong. That is all old paradigm stuff. And I really was able to laugh at myself. I don't know. Just, you know, and this is the thing, is about holding it lightly, is about standing in the light with this stuff and realizing that we do make mistakes, we do things a little bit wrong, and that we don't have to beat ourselves up for it. I think that is so important. And I think that's probably, one thing that I would say, if you are going through the chaos right now, if you are feeling this vibrational chaos, not only for yourself and the shift that you're creating, but the shift and everything that's going on, on a planetary level, but universe as well is doing its own thing. So we're feeling it on all levels. Hold it lightly. Don't beat yourself up about it. Recognize that this really is just part of the shift that we're creating, and allow yourself to transition through it.
Exactly. And that's it. New paradigm is about leading with love, which means self-love. And as we always talk about, it starts with you. A movement starts with you. It's not about anyone else. So the kindest, the most loving thing that you can do to yourself is, when you do drop the ball, is just laugh at it, like Natasha said, and just have the love for yourself, because that is new paradigm, and that will raise your vibration. And also, new paradigm is about unity. So when these things happen with other people, it's unifying, especially if you're like, I don't know why I've just done that. Oh no, I made this mistake, but it's okay. It's not life-threatening. It unifies us. It connects us. And in the world as it is at the moment, where there's a lot of division and there's a lot of separation, it's really important that we lead with love and we unify in whatever small way that might be. It's just whatever small thought that might be, even if it's just reaching out to a friend, that's still new paradigm. That's still leading with love. That's still unifying and connecting with people.
Absolutely. So are you ready to draw on the wisdom of the fairy cards? I'm really excited about this.
So I've got
some beautiful cards, and she's just going to inquire a little bit about what would we need today around this topic.
Yeah, so Natasha and I just wanted a bit of a more playful day today, I think. We're feeling quite
Friday, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I mentioned I haven't had my fairy cards out for probably over a year, so they've got quite a bit frustrated with me. So I thought I would bring them out and see what they have to say, because they are very wise and they're also very playful. So
playfulness.
Oh, no way. So this is Mick the Muckle. I don't know if you can see that.
And hold it up a bit closer, Lucy.
Yeah.
We'll pop it down. Yeah. Oh wow, look at him. Yeah.
So
we'll pop an image and a photo of it in the comments afterwards.
So he is all about stop taking everything too seriously.
Oh, there you go.
And he's the right way round. So depending if on these cards, these oracle cards, if it's the opposite way around, it has a different meaning. So this actually means bring more love, bring more playful. If you can see, he's got like chestnut on his head, and he's in nature as well. So it's really important to get out, celebrate, be in nature, have more fun, bring more play into your life, especially at the moment, because things can be so serious at the moment with everything that's going on in the world. And it's really important to, I would say, nurture your inner child, or your Mick the Muckle, which is wanting to play. It's wanting to go out and be in nature. It's wanting to talk and connect and celebrate. And he does like to have a party as well. So it's kind of like bringing people together. That might even be on Zoom,
Yes, in your bubble.
Exactly. And I would say as well that he's very much about dancing in the light, like we talk about. Exactly. It's so on point, because it's all about having a playful attitude towards things, even the more challenging things. Because like Natasha and I talk about, if you're in a challenging time personally at the moment, and you are stuck in fear and lack, and you're contracted, the solution to your challenge or your problem, you're not going to find down here on the lower vibrations of shame, guilt, lack, not enoughness. The solution, the answer to your issue or problem, is floating around up here on love, peace, and above on the vibrational scale. So it's kind of the way to get back on to love and above and find that solution to what you're looking for is to bring in more play, laugh, have fun, go on a play date with a friend or a dinner date, whatever it might be. Even if you can't do it in person, do a Zoom dinner date.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is so important to hold that thing lightly. And I love the synchronicities. I mean, it was just something I was guided to say earlier, and here we are. The cards are just reflecting that powerful message of, really holding things lightly. And I think I was just talking to somebody a couple of days ago and just really realizing that the thing that's really kept me buoyant in this space of flow, alignment, and creativity has been about being able to laugh a lot, connecting with people where we make each other laugh, being silly, bringing out the inner child. I've done that quite a lot, and I was just realizing, what my inner child is really capable of. But it really made me realize, even a couple of days ago, that how that's really supported me in this transition phase that we've been throughout 2020.
Exactly. And I think it's really important, because when we play and when we bring that lightheartedness and the light, whatever it is we're working on, whatever it is we're doing, it really allows us to expand and then step up and be the person or create the life that we want. Because it needs to be done from a place of, you want to create the life that you want from a place of love and desire, not from scarcity and lack, because it's just not going to work.
You just can't do it, actually, to be honest. You cannot create abundance if you're sitting in a place of lack. The two vibrations don't match. And if you are vibrating at, within a space of lack, you cannot be reflected back the abundance in your outer experience. You have to start feeling the abundance of everything around you, even if you feel that some areas are really limited or limiting. And so how you can be more, to notice more where your abundance is, because despite our circumstances, despite what we've been going through, there are always things in our darkest moments to look for abundance within, and love and gratitude around. So but yeah, really embracing the fun. I think you used that word, Lucy, celebrating, dancing, being light, and from that space you attract more light. And also what you do is you light it for the person next to you that might be feeling like their world is falling apart or collapsing, or they're not able to see it. And as you light up and you allow fun to creep in, somebody beside you, connected with you physically or remotely, we know everything is connected, they will feel your light. And if that just gives them that glimmer of a light to focus on and work towards, you are doing not only yourself giving yourself a really beautiful gift, you're giving other people that too.
Oh, I love that, Natasha. It's so beautiful. Thank you. And I think I would just love to add to that as well. When we play, we get in that space of creativity. And that is so important right now. The creativity, whether that's creativity to find the solutions to the problems you might be experiencing, or whether that's to invite new creativity into your business, into your career, to come up with new and fresh ideas. And at the moment, inviting that creativity through play and dancing in the light is helping to bring in this new earth, the new paradigm, because the creativity and the downloads and the intuition that you'll experience right now will be based on new paradigm.
Yeah,
we've experienced this week. We've had new frequencies coming through, haven't we, Natasha, for both of us, which have been new earth frequencies, a whole different vibration to what's going on right now. And it's super exciting. It's super exciting. And so if we can stay in this vibration of play, openness, creativity, and abundance, like Natasha says, you're going to knock it out the park. So if you forget your keys, or you burn your chai tea on the stove, then you can just say, well, I'm helping bring in the new earth.
Absolutely. So thank you to the fairies for that, reinforcing that beautiful message for us all today. And just to let you know as well, if the Circle of Light movement is something that you really resonate and you would like some more support and guidance from Lucy and I, we now have our applications open for our February Spiritual Mastermind. You can apply via our website, www.circleoflightmovement.com. It is for a powerful group of 8 people only over a space of 8 weeks. All the information is on the website. We are doing it by application because we want to know what your vision for the new earth is, how you're contributing to that, what you want to be doing, what you are doing already. Now, you don't have to have a business or anything. This is not about business spiritual mastermind. This is about life spiritual mastermind and really up leveling your life, your business, your work, your career, your health, your relationships, everything. We don't leave a stone unturned in those weeks. It is a really supported program through Lucy and I. We have created some phenomenal shifts with the women in our current mastermind. Lucy and I are also going through some phenomenal shifts, holding this space as well. So this is, as I said, as we hold the light for somebody, we also allow others to create that light as well. And it is all a beautiful co-creation. So if that is of interest, please do go and apply. We will then be in touch and arrange a call with you to find out a little bit more about you and what you're looking for. And we would love to welcome you if it feels like a right fit for both of us through that. If you're just interested in looking and being part of this wider movement, then do come and join us, and please like our Facebook page, Circle of Light Movement. Do also go over to Instagram and like us there at Circle of Light Movement. Follow us. Let's together create a movement. And Lucy and I are really looking at ways that we can further do that with you all. So watch this space.
Yes. We have got some really exciting plans in the pipeline because Natasha and I this went from tongue-in-cheek concept to creation and delivery within 2 months, and promotion and selling. So it was like, wow, it was source. Everyone, our guides, wanted us to create this. This has not come from us. This has come through us that we've created. And it is the most beautiful mastermind. The women that are already in there have experienced huge shifts and transformations in their business, signing their highest paying clients in a pandemic ever, to deepening their romantic relationships with their partner, to improving their health because they've got momentum, to setting healthy boundaries for themselves, which is so important in this time of great change. And sometimes our boundaries can get a bit wibbly when change goes on, because we can go into fear and scarcity, or we can want to please everyone. So we're helping support with these boundaries, and just transformation has just been incredible. And I really want to honor and thank the women who have joined our first ever spiritual mastermind. It's been beautiful. So like Natasha said, the next one will be on the 1st of February, but you'll need to get your application in before then. This one. So yes, please, if you are interested in joining Spiritual Mastermind, taking a holistic approach to your life and up leveling all of it, then come and join us. Like Natasha said, the website is on the bottom, www.circleoflightmovement.com, and you can apply there. And you can also reach out to us there because there's an email address. So if you'd rather email us, or if you want to get in contact, then please send us a message, because we're always happy to hear from you.
Absolutely. So if you feel like you have been dropping the ball a bit of late, then please don't worry. You are likely just going through an expansion and a vibrational shift. We are here with you. We are here supporting you. Bring more joy and love and fun into your life right now, and enjoy your weekend, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Yes, sending you so much love. Have a wonderful weekend, and remember to stay in the light. Love you.
Now.